internal. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Command engine start. 2, 1, 0. Ignition.
We have ignition of our BE-3 engine and liftoff. Mission Control confirms that New Shepard has cleared the tower and is headed to space. You can see on the lower left side of your screen that we're gaining speed. As New Shepard gains altitude, the atmosphere gets thinner. The graph on the left shows vehicle ascent. Now, we actually started at about 3,700 feet MSL. That's how far above mean sea level we are at Launch Site 1.
How exciting, Erica. A great shot there of the PM, the propulsion module, moving away from Earth. That BE-3 engine providing 100% power level. And here shortly, we will approach max Q. This again is the point where aerodynamic stress on the vehicle is at its maximum. So the BE-3 engine will throttle back for a little bit as we pierce through the atmosphere. Now that we've passed max Q, BE-3 will begin to throttle back up to 100% power level. We'll see that velocity ticker on the left of your screen start to increase more rapidly as the air gets thinner. New Shepard is moving faster and faster.
Absolutely. You can also see that engine plume start to expand as we get into that thinner, high upper atmosphere. Such a cool shot there.
So just over 2 minutes of boost for the BE-3 engine before we reach the next stage of our mission, MECO, main engine cutoff. That will be the next milestone we'll see.
New Shepard continues to climb 145,000 feet.
There it is, main engine cutoff, just over 2,200 miles per hour, and soon vehicle separation.
Always love seeing us coast through MECO. Now, when the vehicles separate the crew capsule from the booster, we're going to be entering that phase of microgravity. And you can see that zero-G indicator at the bottom of your screen. This is really where most of our payloads are getting into the core of their science mission. Oh, what a fantastic view.
All sorts of cool experiments here enabled in microgravity, in free fall. Items don't sink or float. Hot air doesn't rise. Plants and cells respond to this novel stimulus with different patterns of gene expression, which gives us new insights for agricultural technologies and medicine.
And we talked earlier about the importance of fluid physics, because fluid flow on the ground dominated by gravity, the liquid at the bottom of your cup. But in space, it's dominated by surface tension, which leads to all sorts of cool effects with capillary action. And these effects are relevant for everything from drinking coffee to refueling satellites to the microfluidics in your medical diagnostics.
Incredible. And I'm sure the payloads are enjoying all of the clean, very clean microgravity data that they're collecting at this time.
Loving that view back down on the clouds over West Texas. Now, if you watch that ticker on the lower left corner, you see we are slowly counting down in our velocity to 0. That's the vertical velocity of the system. And when we reach 0, that's when we've reached apogee. And fantastic. Capsule pausing in its upward journey just momentarily. Apogee for the capsule at 351,247 feet, well into space and over the Kármán line. Fantastic mission for our payloads on board today.
And Erica, so now we've got both vehicles racing back down to Earth under the effect of gravity. The gumdrop shape here of the crew capsule will mean a slower return for the crew capsule, but there on the left, a great view of the propulsion module returning back to the West Texas desert.
So as we come back down and the atmosphere begins to get thicker again, we start to have the ability to use our aerodynamic control surfaces. What you'll be seeing next is the air brakes deploying. This is a critical step in slowing the vehicle down, increasing the surface area, just like a badminton shuttlecock or something that's helping you to come down through the upper atmosphere. We're going to see that the velocity starts to decrease with those air brakes out.
In fact, the drag brakes should cut the velocity in about half. So we'll be looking for that, picking up, hopefully with the cameras, the long-range cameras, and seeing those drag brakes deploy as the propulsion module cuts through the atmosphere. Those are the forward fins deploying there on the right. A great view looking up from the propulsion module into space and seeing those forward fins deploying.
You can see the capsule passing by just there on the right-hand screen, well above the booster at this altitude.
What a great video shot. I love seeing this. Those are our experiments, our customers today getting their microgravity data in.
So that booster coming in at about Mach 3, pulling at about 5 Gs as it re-enters the atmosphere. So we're going to be seeing that velocity decrease rapidly at this point.
And this is one of my favorite parts of observing a mission from West Texas. Those are the drag brakes. There they are deployed. And we see those aft fins steering the booster over the landing pad.
Yeah, if you're in West Texas, you may be hearing a sonic boom coming up here as we break through the sound barrier.
BE3 engine relight, just 2,000 feet to go before the landing pad.
Landing gear deploying. Oh, love that shot. I can't tell you how many people have told us they thought that this looks like CGI, but indeed one of these most beautiful shots in the West Texas desert. We have booster touchdown.
Congratulations, New Shepard propulsion module and the BE3 engine for providing just the right feathered thrust to come in for the nice hovering land.
And again, that's the 9th flight for this booster, really showing the operational reusability of this system and how many times we can get back to space.
Well, Erica, we've just safely landed the booster. Now we're about to watch the crew capsule make its final descent back to the West Texas desert. In parallel, the team will vent the propellants, any remaining propellants, from the propulsion module and begin safe recovery operations so that we can prepare it for its next mission. You know, these shots are incredible. We've got the Sierra Diablo Mountains in the background, some yuccas and some choyas, and of course, a world-class propulsion module booster on a landing pad. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's a pleasantly toasty marshmallow having come right back from space. I absolutely love being out in the desert and just standing next to a rocket that just that morning flew up to space and back. Absolutely amazing.
And the thermal protection system. Oh, there we go. We've got main parachutes, 3 main parachutes on the crew capsule as it makes its descent back from space to Earth.
Those parachutes reefed when they're first let out and then expanding to their full diameter.